red rooster said, cock-a-doodle-doo. The Richland women said, any dude will do. Hurry down, sweet daddy, come blow your horn. If you come too late, sweet mama will be gone.
Mike's music method. We'll keep this one short. Mississippi John Hurt, Richland Woman Blues. This song is not easy. As always, click here, wherever it is. Check out that Travis picking playlist. Not a beginner piece. But if you've got some finger picking chops down, holy cow, this one is fun. Especially the little opening measure with the cool little slide. Boo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-boo-boo. But let's go right to it. Oh, we got a third over here. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Do it again. Mike's music method. Measure 1. Check this crazy John Hurt action out. We are sliding from 3 to 4 on the second string. I'm using my pointer finger. Then we're immediately hitting open on the first string with our middle finger. Then back to the second, back to the first, back to the second, back to the first. And it's that really dissonant sound. That's what he's doing. A lot of I am action in this song. Measure 2, we have an F chord. I'm hearing a pinch here with my thumb and pointer on that F chord, thumb over the top. And I'm hearing kind of a brush. It sounds like he's doing more than one melodic note there. So pinching, thumb and pointer's hitting the second and third string. Then the thumb's alone on 4. Then we're brushing again with our pointer, thumb's alone on 6, and then a heavy thumb on 4 and 3. So a lot of extra notes in there, even though he's only using these two. There's a lot of brushing and intentional hitting extra strings, getting a bigger sound. Measure 3. This one is very tricky. Let's go slow. It sounds really dissonant. He's palm muting all the time in the song, so don't forget that. I'm going to play it open just so you can really clearly hear what notes I'm playing. So a lot of these lower strings are not really in the chord, but because they're so heavily palm muted, you're not really hearing it as a dissonance. So keep that in mind. Let's do this measure 3 here. We're on an F chord, and he just hits that, first fret, low 6th string. Make sure you're using that thumb on that F chord. If you're confused already, I got a video about that F chord over here. So we're hitting thumb on 6, then my pinky's on the 3rd fret, and that's all you really need right now to do this chord. Otherwise, you're doing undue tension because we're sliding right out of the chord. So we're hitting 6 with our thumb, hitting the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with my pointer finger, and I'm sliding. And you can already lift off that thumb, especially when you're palm muting. The sound's already going to be really soft, so there's no reason you can't move your thumb to slide more easily, right? I don't have it fretted anymore. I play it, and I'm sliding off. And then I'm going to pinch 4 and 1 with my thumb and my middle finger. And then right back to the 2nd string with my pointer finger, still on the 4th fret. And then I pinch again, but now I'm doing 5 and 1, thumb and middle. Back to the 2nd string with my pointer, and then again I'm pinching 4 and 1 with my thumb and middle. Really cool once you get it down. One more time. Fourth measure, C chord, pinching 5 and 2 with my middle finger. Then it's thumb on 4, pointer's on 3. Then we move to a G chord and we do this classic John Hurt walk. It's all over this song, it's all over all his songs. So we move to a G chord and it's just 6, 3, 5, 3. Measure 5 is exactly the same as 3, so we'll keep going. And then measure 14, we're at a G chord. pinching 6 and 1, thumb and middle, thumbs alone on the D string, then right back to the middle. And then it ends just thumb on 6 and then heavy thumb on 4 and 3.
Donation pitch. Guys, if you're getting value from this video, please consider giving some back, whether that's on Patreon or PayPal. It takes me a lot of time to get very accurate tabs of these songs, and I know you guys appreciate it. I mean, how many people out there have tabs for John Hurt songs, let alone accurate ones, let alone these great detailed breakdowns? So it takes me a lot of time. Consider the value for value model. If you guys pitch in every month, the more that I'm able to get means the more I can put time into these videos and not be hustling, teaching, and doing other things, but focusing on this channel and giving you all more content. I think you know what I'm saying. I say this all the time, but I promise to keep all of my stuff free, which means anyone out there can access the content who doesn't have the means. And if you do have the means, then you can chip in so you can keep buying me time to make these videos, and it's a win-win. All right, let's keep going with the song. John Hurt.
Measure 7, we have a G chord, still on the G, but a lot more movement. I love this measure. I'm doing 6, 2, 1, and it's thumb, middle. And then we've got thumb on 4, pointer finger on 2, and that second string is open. Second half of the measure, we pinch 6 and 1, and then pointer finger on the second string, and then we pinch 4 and 1, but I make it a G7 chord, so my first finger went to the F on the first string there. That's the second, that's the ending. So the whole measure, 3, 4. Measure 8, back to a C chord, but some fun new stuff. Yeah. So we're pinching 5 and 1, and then our pinky goes down on the second string, and I hit that with my pointer finger. And then we pinch 4 and 1 again, so it's 5 and 1, pinky on the second string, then pinch 4 and 1. But then right after that, this part's hard. We'd put our pinky down to the first string. And it's up to you. I don't know if he's hitting that middle finger twice in a row here. Middle, middle. To me, that's fast to do that quick trigger finger. So I do middle, pointer. I'm bringing my pointer down to the first string there. So thumb, middle, and then my pointer to get that melodic note. So I'm alternating I am really quickly there. If that's hard, maybe practice that melody alone. I'm doing middle, pointer, right? So I'm alternating between I and M. And it's a heavy thumb there. Yeah, so the ending's just 5 and then heavy thumb on 4. So practice slow on that measure. Make a note. I would alternate because it's pretty darn quick, and to play it up to speed using the same finger, unless you're a freak of nature like Merle Travis or John Hurt, just spare yourself and alternate. I actually don't know what John Hurt does. There's not enough live footage of him to know. So experiment, see what you're faster at. Measure 9. Another little tricky one here. We got a C chord. Our pinky's down right away on the first string, 3rd fret. And I'm doing thumb on 5, middle on 1. Thumb on 4, then middle on 1 again, but I jump up to the pinky. And that's okay if it's a moment of not hearing the bass note. Again, it's really staccato. So you can move up without worrying about holding down the chord all awkwardly. So 5, 1, 4, 1 is up on the 5th fret. And then you go to 5 is open. You don't have to worry about picking it. And then back to the 3 with your pinky. So your hand's just moving up like this, right? You can almost keep the shape. Your pinky's doing the work. open on 5, back to 3 on the first string, and then the chord's down, and I do thumb on 4, and then pointer on 2. So I put that C chord back down. You don't have to worry about your ring finger. Well, I guess you kind of do, because we're playing in the next measure we need it, but it's just ending 4, 2. So back to the C chord. One more time, 3, 4. And we'll lead right into measure 10 here, because then we're pinching that C chord 5 and 1, the whole C chord. Then my pinky goes back to the 3rd fret of the B string, the 2nd string. So it's pinch, thumb, and middle, then pointer finger, thumb on the 4th string. Then I lift my pinky in the left hand and play the 2nd string again with my pointer finger. Thumb, middle, pointer, thumb, middle. Then we play a quick F chord here. Thumb on 6, heavy thumb on 4 and 3. That measure one more time. Let's take it from 9 actually, so you can feel it smooth here. 3, 4. Whew. Measure 11. It's a cool one. F chord. But the melody note's like an F major 7, so this first string needs to be open. So I have open, 1, 2, 3, and then my thumb's over the top. And you really need to only be using your fingertips so you can get that string open. Thumb alone on 6, pinching 4 and 1 with thumb and middle, then right to my pointer finger on the 2nd string, then back to pinching, but I'm pinching 6 and 1 here. Try that again for a second. 6, 4 and 1, 2, 6 and 1. Then the pinky goes down on the 2nd string. Pinky goes down on the 2nd string, and I use my pointer finger there. Then the thumb's on the 4th string again, and then pointer is on the 3rd string. Measure 12, we stay on that F we were just on, and it transitions to a C chord. So on the F, I'm pinching 6 and 2, and I've moved my 2 fingers here. So when I pinch 2, it's now my middle finger. 6 and 2, and then pinch 4 and 2, and I'm still using my middle finger. Then I do my index finger, my pointer is open on the 3rd string. I lift up my whole hand there because I'm transitioning to the C chord. And on the C chord, I'm just doing 5 to 4. Ooh, 13. So we were on that C chord, and here we're gonna move that C chord up to the, our ring finger's going up to the 3rd fret here. So we play 6, and then open. I'm doing thumb, middle. Then we do thumb on the 4th string, pointer on the 2nd. Nothing too tricky there. And then we move our ring finger down here, and I'm gonna pinch 5 and 1 with my middle, thumb and middle. Then my pointer finger on the 2nd string, and I'm pinching 4 and 1. So besides that ring finger movement, there's nothing too tricky happening. John Hurt does this style. And then measure 14, we're at a G chord. Pinching 6 and 1, thumb and middle. Thumbs alone on the D string. Then right back to the middle. And then it ends just thumb on 6 and then heavy thumb on 4 and 3. Whew. Measure 15. Classic little Hurt walk. Thumb on 6. And then it's a G7, not a G. So thumb is on 6, and then I'm pinching 4 and 1, but the high E string is my 1st fret there. So thumb alone on 6, then pinch 4 and 1 with thumb and middle, Then I pinch 6 and 1, but the melodic note's now open, so I've lifted my pointer finger here in the left hand. Then I pinch 4 and 2, but on that second string, I put my pinky down on the 3rd fret. So the melody is 1, open, 3. Just a nice little walk on a G7. And then in 16, we got our classic John Hurt walk. He does this in like every song. I don't know that there's a John Hurt song where he doesn't do it. That's a lie, there are a few, but a lot of them he does it. So it starts on a C chord. I'm pinching 5 and 2 with my middle finger on 2. So I've shifted them up again. And then it's thumb on 4, pointer fingers open on the 3rd string. And then I move to a G chord. And I do 6, 3, 5, 3. So thumb on 6, pointer on 3. Thumb on 5, pointer on 3. And I'm just applying a G chord there, 3rd fret and 2nd fret. And then the very last measure here. Measure 17, we got the turnaround here where he goes into the verse. Very cool little measure. We are going to, and I'll play first. So it's on a C chord. We're doing a 5 to the 2nd string, and I'm doing my pointer there. So thumb, pointer. Then I'm pinching thumb and middle on the 4th and the 1st. Then right back to the pointer on 2. And the ending of the measure, we pinch 5 and 1. Thumb and middle. Then we put our pinky down, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and I hit that with my pointer. Thumb is on 4. So from the top, 3, 4, pinky down. Oh, again, 3, 4. Really cool measure. You did the whole intro. You're gonna realize that the verse is very similar, just less color, so it doesn't all conflict with his singing. Chord changes are the same. If you wanted to, you could just very loosely play through the chord changes however you want to, and you'd have it. So feel free to do that. But I will get in there a little deeper and we'll see more closely what John Hurt is doing on the verse. But congratulations, that's not an easy song. In my opinion, I think this is the hardest John Hurt song I've done so far. To get this smooth, I'm not there yet. I haven't really been practicing it. But this is definitely one I will add to the repertoire just as a finger, as a practice piece. Congrats. Yeah. Congratulations. This is one of the harder John Hurt songs, huh? Not easy at all. If you've come this far, a huge congratulations. That's the coolest part of the song. The verse follows a similar structure, but there's enough different parts to walk through it together. I promise it isn't harder, but the chord changes have a slightly different feel to them, and the picking's a little bit simplified. But congratulations, you did the hard work. This song is amazing. John Hurt's unbelievable. So take a break, take a breather, and then let's tackle the verse. Measure 18, the start of the verse. We're on an F chord, pretty straightforward. Not too much to talk through there, pinching 6 and 2. Here I'm going to use my pointer. Heavy thumb on 4 and 3, right back to that 2, and then just 6, and then heavy thumb again on 4 and 3. Then right into 19. And now this is a little bit tricky on the right hand, but maybe not. We're doing 6, 4, then immediately open on the 1st string. We go back to 6 with our thumb, and then our pinky goes down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. You can do middle there if you want. Middle, and then thumbs on the 4th string, and then pointer is on the 3rd. Because I guess those melody notes are far enough apart where you can have time to do that same finger twice. I guess no reason you couldn't do all pointer, but I would do middle, pointer. Commit to one way, doesn't matter too much which way, but work on that. And then right into the next measure, we stay on that F in 20. And this is really similar. We pinch, let me play it first. So we pinch 6 and 2, then the 4th string, and then we lift the chord, our pointer plays open, and then we're just on a C chord doing 5 to 4. 21 we've seen before. I believe, we'll talk through it, it's a C chord, but our ring finger starts up on the lower string. Yep, we've seen that earlier in the song. And then 22 is a G chord. We've seen all that before. Here it's a little different in 23. There's a little extra color going on here than what he did in the intro. And we're just going to do a G chord, 6, 1, 4, 2. That's going to be thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. And then the second, so that's the first half of the measure. Then we're pinching 6 and 1. Pointers on the second string, and then pinching 4 and 1, but we move down to the G7. So our first finger's on the first fret there. That's the ending of the measure. Whole thing, 3, 4. 24, we go to a C chord. Pinching 5 and 1, heavy thumb on 4 and 3, right back to the 1. So I'm doing middle finger both times, and then we move our ring finger to do 6, and then heavy thumb on 4 and 3. 25 we've seen before. It's that C chord where we move it up, but instead of the ending, I think before we did 2, 1, here we're just ending on the thumb. So there's one less note. Otherwise it's the same. 26. Nothing too crazy there. Pinch 6 and 2, heavy thumb, right back to 2, and then thumb, thumb. Next one, 27. This is kind of neat. Thumb on 6, heavy thumb, pointer immediately on 2. Back to 6, and then our pinky goes down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. I'm doing my pointer again there. Then 4th string, and then 3rd string with the pointer. So I don't know, maybe those first 2 melody notes I'd do with my middle finger. So that my pointer's there on the 3rd string for the last note. It's up to you. Do it slow one more time. Thumb, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Put my pinky down too soon there. Yep, then do a C chord. This is easy. Pinch 5 and 2. Thumb on 4. Pointer on 3. Move that ring finger up so the thumb's on 6. And then the thumb's on 4 to end it. Getting there. 29, so close. I think we've seen this one before. Maybe, I'm not sure. Really peppy C chord. 5, 1, or sorry, yeah, 5, 1, 4, 2. Then we pinch 5, 1, right back to 2, and then pinch 4, 1. And it's always middle, pointer, middle, pointer, middle. Right, just going back and forth, keeping that middle on the 1st string, pointer on the 2nd. Then do a G chord. Don't think that's new. This cool walk again that we've seen before, and our little walk right from the C chord. We've seen this measure 4, I think, and then the final measure 33. The turnaround. Is it a little different this time? I don't know. It's the C chord. 5, 2, pinch 4 and 1, back to 2, pinch 5 and 1. Back to 2 with our pinky down on the 3rd fret, and then thumb alone on 4. Oh yeah, let's sing through that verse. You did it. We'll put it in context. We'll go nice and slow with the vocals so we don't get lost. The cat's meowing. And then we'll do some slow run-throughs at the end. Well done. Who's there? Yeah, come on in. Who's there? Jethro, come say hi. No one's here yet, but you'll be on the internet. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Good morning. Is Dada up early doing work? Yeah. Have you been eating mince for breakfast? Let me smell. You smell like it's 7 in the morning. Are you eating mint chocolate? You little stinker. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. All right, let's go eat some ice. All right, let me shut this off. Whew. We will take it from measure 17 and sing it. If you are not much of a singer, skip ahead to the slow run-throughs at the end. But right now I'm just going to explain how to go about singing to this because it's already complicated enough to play it. No surprise, go measure by measure, take it ridiculously slow. So 17 is the pickup. I'm going to sing that the Red Rooster verse because it's hilarious. The Red Rooster, the Red Rooster. So I'll play a measure again and again until like I'm actually matching when the syllables are hitting with my pick hand. Otherwise it's going to be a train wreck because the picking is so darn hard. The Red Rooster said, cock-a-doodle-doo. It's kind of weird from 1819. Cock-a-doodle-doo. And then, yeah, we go to 21. The Richland women said, the Richland women said, any dude will do. So I think you get the idea. I just go really slow until I'm consciously aware of like what finger hits are matching what notes in the song. So I know this is annoying. If you don't want to watch me practice, jump ahead, but this is kind of how I think about it, and I go over it really slow. So then from 25, hurry down, sweet daddy, come blow your horn. Sorry, if you come too late, yeah. If you come too late, sweet mama will be gone. So that's how I'm doing it. Go slow. If you need to get a pencil, right, mikesmusicmethod.com, all the tabs are free for download, no paywall, nothing. You don't even have to give me your email address if you don't want to. It's all free to download. So go download it, and you can pencil in some of the harder parts, like where the words go, or just, do 1 and 2 measures at a time until you got it down to muscle memory, because trying to think about both at the same time isn't going to happen. You just got to do it again and again until you get it. Oh, yeah. The Red Rooster said, cock-a-doodle-doo. Rich women said, any dude will do. Hurry down, sweet daddy, come blow your horn. If you come too late, his mama will be gone. So ridiculous. To me, John Hurt is this saintly man, Christian, singing his gospel songs. Whenever I listen to this one and Candyman, and there's all these outrageous lyrics, I can't imagine John Hurt engaging in any of this heathen activities. But I imagine that he's like, his sense of humor is like stuck at 15 years old, and he just can't get over, singing the songs with his little smirk, thinking it's so funny. But at the same time, he's sweet. He's John Hurt. How can you imagine that Saint John Hurt engaging in such vile behavior? But anyways, it makes me laugh every time. Do the whole thing from the top all the way through. Ignore the repeat. Just follow along with the tab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Have you been eating mints for breakfast? Let me smell. You smell like it's 7 in the morning. Are you eating mint chocolate?
You little stinker. I know what you're doing.